drink a bottle of bleach, and fall asleep on the beach at low tide. When the work piles up and the world gets you down and you got nothing left, well, that's alright, 'cause the sun is still up and the birds are around and nobody cares if you're alive. It's a wonderful day to die. So take a bath with your toaster and then let it roast your insides. It's a wonderful day to die. Drink some laxative juice and eat a box full of screws and go drive. Try it. It's great. When life gives you lemons, life gives you lemons. You make lemonade. You make lemonade. And when you make lemonade, you drown yourself in it. Because it's a wonderful day to die.
Like the Bug and Moss show, why not fuck around with the multitude of other projects Bug and Moss actually have? Spoiler, they're all very good. Double spoiler, kiss my shit. You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Whoa! From the Skittering Studios underneath your favorite rock, everything's broken at 7:03 o'clock on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Oh, and we can't hear Bug.
Hey, yay!
Oh my goodness.
Yay.
All the buttons were in the wrong positions.
That's exciting.
All the files were not loading. The soundboard did not play sounds when I clicked it.
I assume this doesn't really make sense, but in my head, it's definitely a cat's fault. Definitely a cat was just walking all over the board.
I don't know how, but I think it might be related to the inordinate amount of Bud Light Lime I spilled all over everything yesterday.
Oh.
I don't think, did I tell you, Bug? You got home so late from work yesterday.
I did.
I spilled, we were playing Big Walk last night on stream, and at the end of the stream, I knocked the beer over that was on my desk in front of me, and it rotated. It didn't just like fall over horizontal. It fell over more than horizontal on top of the video switcher.
Oh, good.
And went fucking everywhere. I unplugged it and flipped it over as fast as I could, and then I set it overnight in a bag with a bunch of silica packets, and I had to scrub beer out of it. It was so bad that the beer definitely got deep in, and it got hot enough that my whole desk just smelled like hot, gross Bud Light. It was awful.
I see.
I can still smell it a little bit.
I definitely see 60 watts light bulb. Is it from last night's incident?
Yeah, I think that's what light bulb is referring to. But fortunately, it would seem that the video switcher did make it. I think probably because right when it happened, I flipped it upside down so that everything that went on it was hopefully coming out of it. And I took the power off. And so I think we're okay. I plugged it back in. It's cooking.
Spilling stuff dramatically all over everything is just like, man, every day. I keep spilling. I don't drink a lot of soda, but I keep spilling it all over my yarn.
Yeah.
All over my yarn. I keep spilling soda.
Yeah, last night you juggled a cup upside down into the corner of the couch. It was very cute.
Yeah, it felt cute to me too. I loved it.
It was adorable.
It's so fun.
Like Az just said, Mason's big beer whoopsie.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
We should do a Frog and Toad style book series for Bug and Moss.
That'd be so cute. We have an idea for a children's book. That's how it started.
Yeah, that actually is originally how it started. Except Moss wasn't a frog. Moss is a skeleton that is buried in the side of a hill.
But it evolved in kind of a perfect way where actually Moss is a frog living in the skeleton's skull, trying to pretend that he's the skeleton.
Right, and Bug is a bug that lives in the skulls.
Oh yeah, the frog lives like deeper down in the body.
Yeah, because Bug lives in the skull of the skeleton in the hill, and then yeah.
And then Moss starts going like, "Hey, like I'm this guy," and Bug like knows he's lying, but she's like, "Okay."
Yeah, so we can someday talk more in depth about the OG Bug and Moss. Atticus says, every day I'm one inconvenience away from ruining an entire tech setup with a beverage.
Dude.
Yeah, same. Yeah, you know, my thing is, I want to live in a world where if a piece of equipment can't handle having an entire beer upended on it, then it shouldn't be allowed to be sold.
This is what I'm always talking about. And here's my soapbox. Here's my little soapbox. I don't want anything in my kitchen that can't handle heat or a lot of water. I don't want anything in my kitchen that can't handle it. This is part of my massive vendetta against nonstick pans. You're not supposed to get them hot.
Feels like you're not supposed to cook in them.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to scrape them.
They work for a lot of people. I know there's really nice ones now that are like great, but you're still really not supposed to cook higher than medium high. Does not work for me. Is not my story. I don't even like having enameled cast iron. I'll crack it. I will. Like, it's just...
I like enameled cast iron. I haven't had problems with it except for that Dutch oven that is very old.
Yeah, I mean, I always have problems with it, and it's always a very old Dutch oven, and it's just not, I'm not personally into it. You can scratch it. It does break, and the thing...
The chemicals that come off of it, Teflon's terrifying. I know they use something different now, but it's also not super great.
Well, they have ones now that I don't think are poisonous, like Teflon.
Yeah, not in a like, ooh, scary chemicals way, but in a like, Teflon's literally bad for you, and those ones do flake, and it does get in your food.
Oh, yeah,
I
mean,
was
like...
a whole thing.
It's expected even more of an expose. Teflon's definitely, there's a dark, seedy underbelly.
There's a great Veritasium video about it, if memory serves.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, fuck anything that can't handle it. Every time we go to the hospital or the doctor, we're always like kind of geeking out over their like little medical keyboards. And we're like,
oh, yeah, have you
can
seen
like
those?
wash that in the sink or what, huh? And they're like, yeah, I guess. It's pretty durable.
Have you seen those hospital keyboards? They're like flat on the top. They're completely sealed. They're like made of rubber. They're just kind of squishy.
They're so cool.
Yeah. Anyway, good morning. 7:08 a.m. on August 6th, 2026. This is the Bug and Moss Show. Good morning to Digital Darling Egg Queen. Good morning to Matt Bliss. Good morning, Lightbulb. Good morning, Atticus. And good morning, French Alexander. And good morning to Daddy. It is a great show in the way for you, on the way.
It is a great show for today to you, but to have it, and you can like it too.
I've got some more acronym yoga that we'll get into for a little bit. I've got a news story that was submitted to us. I've got a clip that I want to share from Colin last night, and then I have a short thing that Jordan sent in to talk about.
Hell yeah. I remain having an email. Whoa. And also, I want to remind us at the top, and I'll try to remind us at the end, that somehow we are still in the running to become America's next top favorite couple, as they say.
Somehow.
And tonight, voting closes for the top 5.
Yeah.
So I think we're 4. We're 4th right now in our group.
I think there must still be lots and lots of people. It can't be just us.
I know.
It still says in our group, but they're really hiding it from you. They don't
want us to know.
Yeah.
They don't want to tell us.
I have a hunch that this is going to be a forever thing. I feel like there's going to be rounds and rounds and rounds.
Yeah. Don't like spend any money on it. Because I think that's part of the, I don't think it's like a grift. I know it's for charity, but I think that's hiding it is kind of to like make people feel like, oh, like it's almost there. And I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. We'll just see. It's just fun. But if you want to vote, let's see what happens.
It'd be funny if we won.
It would be very funny if we won. Good morning also to Bug Fan Club, who has just joined us.
Hello.
Matt Bliss has said a sentence that I think is extremely, extremely well written and baffling and funny. Matt said, I think I get fatigued from overobservance of... Let me try again. I think I get fatigued from overobservance of free liquids on my computer desk. Danger is real.
It's true.
That is a bonkers way to say that. You are worried about spilling. Good morning also to Coyote Astronaut, who has just jumped into the chat.
Jumped into us. Bug Fan Club has said,
walking us around.
In regards to us winning the contest, oh yeah, 20 grand would be hilarious. I agree.
It'd be wicked funny.
I think winning any amount of money is comical to me.
My car, that just made me think of it. I was like, what can we pay off? I was like, I could pay off my car. My car has been at the dealership for a month.
They haven't called us.
They haven't called me.
The guy was like, I'll call you tomorrow about your car.
Never ever. Has
and you might be thinking to yourself, why haven't we called him? Good question, but also like, it's just,
The answer to why haven't we called them is because my car's been out of commission for so long at this point that it very easily slips my mind because I'm just so used to us having one car because it's been so trashed. And I know that it has both. The reason we brought it in was because I'm pretty sure it has a battery issue. It is still under the warranty. but every part for all of those things is like super fucking backed up. So I would not be surprised if it's just been sitting there while they're like, yeah, it's 6 to 10 months for delivery of another battery or whatever. So I do need to call them.
The whole thing is a nightmare. Like, we know we need to call them, and it is under warranty. But if they ask for even 1 penny, we have to be like, no.
Yeah, we're like, so, yeah.
Which is kind of great. Because dealerships are notoriously scammers.
Yeah, that's the other part. That's the other reason that the impetus for calling hasn't happened is because, like, I don't have any money. So, like, and if any of it's not covered under the warranty, which it should be because I paid for this stupid fucking warranty when I got in it.
Yeah, we're underwater on this car. And here's the real bummer.
I'm never buying a car from a dealership ever again.
Yeah.
That was a bad move. It was a bad mistake it was a bad move in every regard.
I will say, the car made an immense amount of sense when you bought it. This is not like a necessarily a bad deal car. It was a great deal
when I bought it.
When you bought it, because you were getting paid for mileage for your job, and it is an electric car. So the car payment was covered under that.
I was making money driving that car when I had my old radio job. And I told them, I was like, hey, I'm getting an electric car. Is the mileage still comped at normal? They're like, yeah, we don't have a policy for it. Just mark it down as normal. And so it was awesome.
That is not the case now. Now it is. The problem is that the car is too new for us. We are not new car people. We do not like to have new car. And here's what I've been thinking. I think electric cars are about to pop off in a big way because of, the world globally.
Bug's angling to be the next Elon Musk. Remember how people used to think Elon Musk was cool before he ever talked to anyone?
Yeah.
Bug is doing that now.
Yeah. But so I think electric cars are about to really pop off.
I'm sorry I said that about you, my wife, who I love.
It's okay. Can I go now?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, electric cars are about to pop off. Hold me.
Wait, why?
Because oil prices.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And so what I think is going to happen is we desperately want to get out from under this car. And I think we're going to suffer from being poor as per usual. And we're going to get out from under this car as soon as it becomes very valuable. That's my theory.
Yeah, I want to get out from under the car as soon as it becomes break-evenable.
Yeah, well, but that's what I think is going to happen. If we had the ability, we would keep it because it would make sense because of oil prices, but we're not going to be able to due to the lack of money. And so we're just going to watch as we get out from under this car right as it becomes very valuable to have one.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll see if it happens. Light bulb is like, you need to call them, my guys. Sometimes they don't let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Things just been cray-cray, but yeah, I do need to call them. Maybe I'll see if I can squeeze some time out today. And also says once it's fixed, you could try and sell it. Absolutely. If anyone wants to buy a 2020 Nissan Leaf, hit me up.
Listen, we've been trying to sell it. People do not yet want it, but as Matt has echoed what I've said, yes, about to pop off. The amount of electric vehicles in Ireland, because no emissions, no tax, tells me that the market is being carved out at the moment.
Sure. Hell yeah.
We'd love that.
Please. 6 Hours Live says, my parents had to harass our dealership till they gave us a free rental. Yeah, every dealership is such a grift, and they always have been.
Every warranty and insurance is also such a grift. Warranties have not always been a total grift, but they are now. It's all just like a scam to extract as much value as possible from each person.
Yeah, it's also crazy the way they sell cars. They're like, hey, I'd like to buy this. They're like, oh, really? And you're like, yeah, how much is it? And they're like, well,
that depends.
Let me go upstairs and talk to my manager. And then they go upstairs and get a coffee and come back down. They're like, the big boss man says he wants to cut you a special deal. The wizard in the tower says he saw in the orb your future is inside of this Nissan Murano.
Picture this. If I went, I've never bought a car at a dealership, and I never will, knock on wood. I don't want to get tricked. Can you imagine if you went into a clothing store and the person there, you were like, oh, these don't have any prices, price tags on them. And the person was like, yeah, well, I can talk to my manager and I think we can figure something out. I would leave.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I would leave the store.
Why do we sell cars like that? Why do we do that? Why? I guess, is it just once something is at a certain value? Because also houses, I've bought and sold a house once, and that was less scammy, but more opaque. And I'm assuming that that's just because, when something costs a certain amount, you get more people involved in the negotiation of the sale. And then you got all these agents and shit. Mm-hmm. It's and cars are in that mid-high value range. Is that what's up? Is that why do we do it that way? I want to look that up. Maybe there's a wicked interesting here. Although it might just be a wicked depressing. By the way, the song that we opened the show with this morning, the very
speaking of,
as I hope it's well received, the very humorous song, "Wonderful Day to Die." about all sorts of things like eating boxes of screws and drinking laxatives and taking a drive is a song that I wrote in high school when I was having a really bad day and I did not want to go to rehearsal. And so I just sat in the auditorium in a corner and I was like, I'll just write a song about dying in a bunch of different silly ways. And then Tucker and I ended up recording it and had a lot of fun. And that's what we opened the show with today.
I love that song.
Wonderful Day to Die.
I think it's such a vibe.
Yeah, it's so dumb. What was I going to write down? Oh, yeah, I need a marker.
Okay. Do you have?
I want to write down that I'm going to look up why we sell cars that way. Cody Ashnaw says, I think it's a cartel-shaped thing.
Yeah, Matt Bliss said that it's probably a U.S. thing because he's bought all of his cars at dealerships, all secondhand, all on car merits. I don't know what that means, but he says no room for grift. So that makes sense that it would be a U.S. thing. It's like a famously U.S. thing. Most grifty, scammy things that are just condoned.
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, Atticus did something fascinating that I've always been curious about. Atticus says, I bought my car on Carvana, and while they definitely price things up, it feels worth it to pay for the convenience of browsing online and having them literally deliver the car to my front door and have a 7-day return policy on it. That's an interesting way to sell a car, isn't it? I
like the car vending machines they have.
Yeah, that is a very interesting business model. I've been curious about it because it seems like it could be cool, but I just distrust everything at this point. You know?
I buy cars the way that I shop for places to live, which is, I mean, I haven't bought very many cars. I've bought 2. I bought one from Atticus for $300. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Skeet.
Rest in peace, Skeet.
Wish I was still driving that roller skate around. But then we wouldn't have Big Daddy. Would love the Taurus. Bought that from Elle's mom when Skeet was totaled by me crashing into a parked car. Totaled. Comically totaled.
Parked car came out right in front of you.
And it did. And I will find pictures of this because you guys will be like, how are you alive? And how did that happen at 20 miles an hour? Great question to both.
Yeah, crazy. The pictures look insane.
Skeet had crumple zones.
Crumple zones for real. Skeet was a crumple zone.
Yeah, she was.
Matt Bliss says, my best buy ever was a 1998 Toyota Corolla hatchback. $4,000 with $146,000 on the Odo. Bought in 2014. Amazing value.
Love a hatchback.
What is that? That's going to be like 80,000 miles, 146 kilometers, right? Let me see how close I am. 146 km to MI is 91 miles.
Wow.
That's
Look
pretty
at him
good.
go.
For a guy who does not convert things between the metric system and the U.S. system, it's pretty decent intuition.
This is what Daddy has to say. That's some real chump change you got there. Honestly, back when I was still Daddy, we used to steal cars just like that. Yeah?
Yeah, okay, Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy, is that true?
Cool. Yeah, Daddy used to hop trains and steal cars. Amazing. Atticus says Skeet was put together with aluminum foil and magnetics.
That's true.
You remember those?
Yes.
What was the other thing? Not magnetics, but they kind of looked like it where they were plastic and they just popped in. Connects. Yeah. 60 Watts Libel says, I got my current ride from my grandfather. Most expensive thing I've ever got, but so worth it. Hell yeah. Grandparent cars hit different.
No, those are, okay, like, not to be dark about it, but that is real as hell. My great aunt died, and her car, I mean, what does it have on it? 5 miles? Like, that's just like a nice, gently driven, well taken care of car. My grandma, do you remember the crazy deal my grandma got on her PT Cruiser?
Oh, no, but it was nuts. She told us about it.
She's always wanted a PT Cruiser, cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. And she got it from a friend, and it had like 100 miles on it. It was like insane. And she bought it for like nothing. And she bought it like a 2006 car, but it was effectively brand new. Like, just nothing at all wrong with it. And she lives in Southern California, and I think the car was coming from like Arizona. It was in great shape.
How do you feel about the PT Cruiser? You and chat.
Really love
it's polarizing
that it exists. I've always thought they were like, oh, that's like a funny, cute car. It's not for me, but it's like seeing fashion in general where you're like, that is someone's style and fuck yeah. I love anything that looks like something. I like that the PT Cruiser looks like something.
I agree. That's sort of where I stand on. I love a nugget of a car. I think the PT Cruiser, I love the way they look. I think they're so silly. They're like weird slope shoeiness. My dad always wanted one.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, he would always see them be like, you see those? Those are cool.
I think that's so great.
Yeah, I used to be super into Mini Coopers. That was my dream car. And then I owned one. And then I realized I didn't like them, actually.
Yeah.
Because everything's expensive and they break all the time. I'll never forget driving down the road in my Mini Cooper, my little black and white Mini Cooper. His name was Serge. He was black with 2 white racing stripes, little fast guy, zoom, loved him. Except the day that I bought him, I drove him through Massachusetts, pulled into a Dunkin' Donuts, and it was one of those, I don't know if you've ever been in Mass, but every fucking business, there's like a hill up into it, and like ripped the whole body kit off the front of it the day I got it. So then I spent like 30 minutes in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot on my knees trying not to knock over my large iced coffee while I snap every little fucking clasp back together. And then later, I will never forget driving down the road, hitting a pothole, and just hearing, and then seeing something fly past me out the side, and then looking down, there's a ding-dong noise, and my dash went, my car was like, I'm cold. And I had run over my own temperature sensor.
That's so fucking crazy.
I fucking hit a pothole, and the temperature sensor fell out, and I ran over it.
It's so crazy.
The car was just like, it's freezing. It's cold out. It was the middle of summer.
I feel like PT Cruisers, and not now, because I know that some fucking big company owns them, but I feel like they've just been put together by a guy.
Yeah.
Like, or Mini Coopers is what I meant to say. Like, I feel like a guy is just putting them together, like in his garage.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, Terry, it fell out. And he's like, oh, yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
And you're like, oh, you're going to need to buy a little mini baby toy temperature sensor for your little mini baby toy car. And also it's $3,000 because there's a little mini baby surcharge.
Yeah. My little mini baby makes them. That's baby made.
Joe says, good morning, Joe. Joe says they're hideous. LOL. Matt Bliss says, I always think, talking about PT Cruisers, Matt Bliss says, I always think of the Top Gear Alfab they made where they took the 2 front ends of 2 vehicles and strapped them together back to back. County Astronaut in regards to the PT Cruiser says, I'm weirdly indifferent to it. The shape is pleasantly unique. Benevolent, eh? And Joe says PT Cruisers are like the wooden shoes of the car world, which is very good.
That's so true.
Yeah. Hey, Bug.
Yes?
I got a question for you, and it's a simple question.
Me?
Ask ourselves this pretty much all the time. Yeah. Is this anything?
Is this anything? Nothing? Something? Or still nothing? Is this anything at all?
This story was sent in by George Diaz. Thank you, George. It's a news story that happened earlier last month, July 15th, 2026. Bank robber forces staff to hold stolen kitten so he can tell them they're being robbed. A bank robber tried to use a stolen kitten as an accessory to his crime, forcing bank staff to hold it while he wrote a note. This is from Dexerto.com. Lone bank robbers typically don't have anyone else they can rope in as an accessory to their crime. They're lone wolves and want to keep every single penny for themselves. But in the case of a man from Maryland, he roped in a cat as his unsuspecting partner. As for NBC Washington, the man entered a PNC bank branch in Prince George's County with a 3-month-old kitten in hand. Allegedly, he handed the kitten over to bank staff while he wrote a note telling them that he was going to rob the branch, demanding money. However, his attempt at robbing the bank was unsuccessful as police apprehended the man. So basically, the cat, and also as for the cat, she was unharmed in the bank manager's office and was reunited with Beltsville Community Cats a few hours later. There's a quote from the cat rescue saying, Magnolia, our sweet 3.5-month-old tuxedo kitten, had quite the adventure today after being stolen from her adoption habitat at Pet Supplies Plus and taken to a bank. The man who took her walked across the parking lot to a nearby PNC bank branch and tried to use her as an accessory in his attempted robbery. So this cat got roped into a life of crime, but then got returned.
This cat just, got in with the wrong guy, got mixed up in something, but they're okay. They're just fine.
Little Magnolia. Little Magnolia is okay. There is a picture of Little Magnolia here that I can share with us as well.
She's so cute.
Cute little tuxedo kitty. 3-month-old kitten.
I want to get another cat.
Yeah. Another cat?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Look at her. Wouldn't it be cute if we had a third cat?
It would be cute if we had a third. We have so many cat names.
I know. We have a lot of ideas.
Lightbulb says Magnolia took on more than she can handle.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all guilty of that.
Yeah. Emily says, Alex, can I have a cat? Alex, you know there's a right answer here, right? You know that Emily needs a cat, right?
Yeah.
Bug Fan Club says, this is a movie plot told from the view of the cat. Oh, I would watch that movie in a heartbeat. That'd be so good. Yes, absolutely.
It'd be great for a kid's animated movie, like from when we were growing up, because I can imagine it being one of those things where you can totally make it so that if you watch the movie as a kid, you're like, I love Cat Escape. And then if you watch it as an adult, you're like, this movie was about a bank robbery? What?
Yeah. Do you remember the movie Cats versus Dogs? Do you remember that
Yes,
movie
I do.
franchise?
Yes.
That was,
Jeff Goldblum's in that, isn't he? It's like wild.
I don't know. I thought it was Cats versus Dogs. I guess it's just called Cats and Dogs. Here's the
It's so
cover
bad.
for it in case you do remember. This movie, I think I watched this probably 100 times. I think we got it from the video store a bunch of times, and I watched it over and over again because I remember distinctly the different like technologies. This was in the Spy Kids era.
Yeah.
For sure.
Spy Cats.
Yeah. Well, but it was in the era where like spies were like the whole thing. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It does star Jeff Goldblum, Elizabeth Perkins, Alexander Pollock, the voices of Tobey Maguire, Alec Baldwin, Sean Hayes, Susan Sarandon, Charlton Heston, John Lovitz, Joe Pantoliano, and Michael Clark Duncan.
Unreal.
Yeah. They only spent $60 million to make it, and it made $200 million, so it was a pretty successful flick. But I remember the way they did the mouths on these was like eerie. They just like did like the morphing mouths.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. Bug Fan Club says, amazing film. Yes, he's the dad. It made me want a beagle so bad.
Yeah.
The beagle was super
I'm going to
cute.
go ahead and be like on Bug Fan Club's side here. I did like this movie. I
did
do
too.
not like it when they do that with the mouse. I have not seen this movie since then. I'm not sure I would like it now, but I remember having a good time.
60 Watts Lightbulb says, I'm pretty sure I have that on disc. I hated it, as I usually hate movies. I feel you on that. I feel
Hell
you
yeah.
on that, Lightbulb.
Fuck movies.
Yeah. Emily says, great movie. I just haven't thought about this in a long time. I was going to say it's a pre-9/11 movie. It's not. It's July 4th, 2001.
Oh.
Did you just whistle, or did that happen in my mouth? Did you hear that? Something
No,
just went,
I didn't
"Weep."
hear it. I think it happened in your mouth.
That's crazy. That's wild. Atticus says, oh my God, I have a wild story about a beagle. You should totally call it in, Atticus.
Yeah.
I'd love to know your beagle story. Hell yeah. Atticus is about to leave a voicemail, so we'll get to that before it happens. 60 Watts Lightbulb says, wait, July is before September. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a pre-9/11
Yeah,
movie,
it's a
just
pre-9/11
barely.
film.
But there's that vibe. I was mostly going on vibes when I said that, and I didn't realize how close it would be. Matt Bliss says, my wife always wanted a beagle and would call it Bagel.
Bagel.
That's adorable. That's a good
That's
name.
so cute.
Yeah, Bagel to Beagle.
This just gave me an idea. I want to see a list of the films that came out in 2001 so we can see how awkward it was.
Okay.
Because, they're already made. They got to come out. You keep talking.
Okay. I don't have anything particularly. Oh, well, I can say, actually, since we swung around to the bottom of the hour, well, let's real quick dip into our plugs. Well, Atticus leaves that voicemail. We can talk about what you're looking up, and then we can get into Atticus's voicemail. And we'll play some acronym yoga. This show is made possible by supporters on Patreon, patreon.com/Bug and Moss. If you want to join the freaks, critters, and little weirdos that are over there helping us pay our electric bill, amongst other things. Shout out to Lightbulb, our newest member who just joined at the freak level, or the critter level. You can check out the multiple different levels. The highest one is crazy, if you want to have us do some crazy things for you. And then there's a bunch of stuff in between, including community partner level, where you will get an ad read for your project or thing once a week. And today, I want to shout out our good friend and community partner, French Alexander. French Alexander is an artist and musician whose whimsy knows no bounds. He streams live music and art making on Twitch at twitch.tv/French Alexander every Thursday at 7 p.m. He's been making all sorts of cool stuff. He did a bunch of image and video bending after doing some light and goo photography. He's been making a techno song out of different stuff. Alex has been cooking up some cool things over on Twitch. And so if you don't follow him, you should go and do that. Check out also FrenchAlexander.com, where you can see more of the things that Alex does. And also, Alex and Emily sometimes play different games on Twitch. They've been working on a new streaming series called Date Night, where they sit at home and play video games to keep themselves from going out and spending money. They started with Stardew. I'm not sure what y'all are on now. Is that still going on? Hell yeah. French Alexander in the chat sent some strange emojis that look very cool. Acclamations are what they are labeled. They look like double exclamation points.
Yeah, those are wild.
And also, we'll throw another shout out to Eva Mae Morin, who writes kissing books, moi, 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 smoochy, smoochy, romantic, adorable, lovely books. Her debut book, Check You Out, is coming out on August 25th of this month, and it's available for pre-order from Amazon and her website, evammaemorin.com.
Hell yeah.
Ciao. What'd you find, Bog?
I'm still trying to find just like a normal list. It was a crazy year in film, so I forgot that this was the year that animation would be at the Oscars because we had Monsters Inc. and Shrek and then presumably Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius because they were all three featured in that Oscars.
Wow, what a good year for films, actually.
Yeah, also Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Did not know those came out the same year.
Yeah. That's not the Peter Jackson, right?
What?
That's not the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings, is it?
Is there more than one?
Well, yeah, because isn't there like I don't know the fucking I don't know.
Yeah,
fucking
it
anything.
is. This is
Any
all
of you Lord of the Rings heads out there, don't get mad at me. I don't know fucking anything about them, but I know that there is The Hobbit and then a bunch of the other movies that are newer, and those are not as good as the originals. Is this one of the original ones? Because I thought those came out in the 90s.
No.
Oh.
No. How they wouldn't have been able to do those effects.
Really? I don't know. I feel like they did a really good job of making them look timeless.
I mean, they did. They did great practicals.
Wow. So Fellowship of the Ring came out the same year as the second Harry Potter movie.
The first Harry Potter movie.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's right. That's crazy. That's wild.
Also, Matt Bliss brings up a great point, which is Two Towers came out 1 year later. Which is fucking insane.
No. Oops.
Yeah. So like Spirited Away, this Legally Blonde. I was at the
Donnie
video
Darko
store.
Came out in 2001.
Ocean's 11,
A Beautiful
Mind, The Princess Diaries, Super Troopers, Amelie. I feel like I'm just reading a list of like impactful movies.
Amelie on DVD. On DVD?
We should watch that.
Yeah, we should.
Monsters Inc. I've seen it once, like 800 years ago.
The
Pearl
only
Harbor.
touchstone I have is Justin McElroy's fucking stupid Amelie voice.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh. 2001 is 2001 the best year for movies ever in history?
The Royal Tenenbaums came out, so yes. I was about to say no, but yeah, Royal Tenenbaums is my favorite movie, so there you go.
Wow.
This is crazy. I couldn't find a list that was like easy to read by date because that's what I really wanted to see. Let's just scroll down on the Wikipedia list for September and then the end of the year because that's what I'm really curious about. It would make sense to me that fantasy movies, which do typically happen at the end of the year, would be great.
Fantasy movies typically happen at the end of the year?
You know, they're like usually Christmas, like holiday movies, I feel like. Like they're usually around Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Huh. I never noticed that.
I feel like it would be great because you want that escapism, right? I can imagine a fantasy movie not really being affected in a negative way. Osmosis Jones came out that year. Absolutely crazy. Okay, we're in September. So we have things that nobody remembers, like The Musketeer, Rockstar, Diamond Men.
The Glass House, Hurtball.
Hardball is a movie people know about. Not Hurtball.
So what are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if any movies were a really weird vibe.
Around that time. Yeah.
Zoolander came out that year.
I do think that 2001 is probably a peak year for millennial nostalgia for movies, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Hey, why don't we go ahead and turn our attention to the phones? I've gotten the notification that the voicemail has landed. We have a story from Atticus this morning. Here we go. You ready?
Hey, Bug and Moss, it's Atticus. I'm getting ready for work, listening to the show, and wanted to share my really wild childhood beagle story. So when I was probably like 9 or 10, I don't know if it was triggered by watching a movie, because I know what movie y'all are talking about, Cats and Dogs, but I never watched it. So I don't know if this was triggered by seeing like a beagle in a movie, but at some point around that age, I was like, I really want a beagle. Like, I was obsessed with beagles. We had a dog at home. We also had 5 cats. We had a lot of animals in the house, but I was like, no, I also want a beagle. And I remember going to Girl Scout camp that summer and wishing that, when we saw shooting stuff, like just, all of the childhood things to like manifest, something happening or coming true.
That's adorable.
So cut to summer before 6th grade. I'm chilling in my house. My parents are on the front porch. We've got the screen door closed, but the regular front door open so I can see them. And at one point my dog, goes up to the door and starts like whining a bunch and like, just like seems like antsy for some reason. And I walk up and my parents are at the front of the porch and there is a beagle just like sitting with them, wagging her tail. And I'm like, okay, so what's going on here?
You wished on a star and
this beagle had run from, there was a dog rescue, sort of like an at-home dog rescue that this woman in our neighborhood ran. It was primarily border collies, I think, but had apparently like rescued this beagle a couple of days ago. And while she was gone, a bunch of the dogs got out from the fence. And this house wasn't like right next to us. This house was like around the block. So this dog chose to not like run to any other house, and like went all the way around the block and managed to run like straight up to our house.
That's
and
your
we
beagle.
initially were like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Should we like, we walked her back. And the lady was like, yeah, I'm not sure what we were probably going to take her to an actual shelter, because we're not sure what we're going to do. This is going to have to be a part 2, so I'm going to call back in a second.
Okay, and then we
my God.
we have part 2 right here. That's amazing. This is great. All right, here's the end of the story.
And Book of Moss, this is part 2 of our epic beagle story. So yeah, not much else other than, we initially brought her back, and then we decided, like, well, she's gonna get adopted out. What if we just kept her? And that's sort of how we got my dog. Her name was Alice. She was the best dog ever. It was Alice after the Twilight series.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, she was adorable. She was amazing. So yeah, that's the story of how much of like me wanting a beagle a bunch when I was a child, and then just somehow manifested one into my life.
Yeah, for real.
Anyways, that's it. Love you both. Bye.
Thank you,
That's
Atticus.
so
Love
great.
you too. Thank you for the voicemail. That's amazing. What a great story of Alice. That's literally very like a storybook story.
Yeah, I
That's
love
awesome.
that.
Yeah. That dog chose you, and you manifested that dog from that wish on a
Yep.
shooting star. That's fucking excellent. I love that so much.
That is such like I feel like that is a movie, that dog story.
Who's Alice in Twilight? Alice is, let me take a guess.
Okay.
Alice is one of the people that lives in, not the House of the Venturi or whatever, but it's Volturi, or it's the fucking Venturi effect. I don't know. Alice is not the one, but Alice lives with the other vampires who have like the cool house, the cool modern, weirdly San Francisco ass house in the middle of the fucking woods. And she's the fast one.
They're all fast.
Oh, they're all fast?
Yeah,
I thought one of them was fast.
You're not wrong that she is really fast, but she doesn't have like a power that makes her faster. She's just little.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember. Matt Bliss says the wicked smart daughter vamp. I don't think we've watched the final movie.
No, you need to see the end.
Yeah, I think I've only seen the first 2 flicks.
I had a Twilight themed 21st birthday party.
Yeah, we put that on for Brooke.
And by that, I mean
awesome.
31st.
It was 30.
That's what I meant to say.
It was 30, I think.
It was super not 21st.
Yeah, the big 3-0. Yeah, we put together I keep wanting to say Halloween, not Halloween.
Twilight?
A Twilight themed party with some really good Twilight themed food that everyone brought.
It was great. Had an
It was
incredible
awesome.
time. I think we may have gotten up to Eclipse. I think you've seen that far.
I bought a bunch of glasses from the Dollar Tree that just said drink local on them, and then spent a while scraping the L's off, so it just said drink loca.
We still have some of them. They're amazing.
We still have some of them. Yeah.
I was with you. That was
You were with me for that one. Yeah.
a duo effort.
Yeah, but I got all of our friends to bring different dishes and name them different things that were themed, and I wish I could remember some of them off the top of my head. They were so funny.
Yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah. Josiah really showed up with some good stuff. Heather really showed up with some awesome stuff too, including like a custom Edward Cullen cocktail.
Yeah.
That was like sparkly.
It glittered.
It was
amazing.
Yeah, it was so good. And Heather made like a whole spread and like a little sign for it. It was lit. It was such a great birthday party.
It was such a good time.
Six About Cycle says Alice is the future seeing one, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Alice is the one who can see the future.
Hell yeah. Hey, Bug. A game where I, stream of consciousness, come up with the long bunch of acronyms and then quiz you to see if you can guess them correctly, or if you have trouble with them. You get a single guess for each acronym.
All right.
I only have a few left in my list, actually. I thought I had some more. So,
no.
Bug, you might have a chance to cleanly win today.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is Acronym Yoga, beginning. TMI.
Too much information.
Too much information. Absolutely, Bug. That is correct.
All right.
How about TBD?
to be decided.
Ooh, I'll give it to you. It's to be determined, technically, but I'll give you to be decided. That's pretty close. How about TYSM?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How about VHS?
Video home system.
No fucking way.
Really?
Are you for real?
Is that really what it is?
Yes.
I
Congratulations.
just couldn't think of anything else it would be.
That's amazing, Bug. Video home system indeed. That's one that I did not know the name of.
I didn't either. That was a guess.
I had to look it up because I was like, what is this one? I don't know this. It's a discontinued standard for consumer level analog video recording on tape cassettes introduced in 1976 by JVC.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Wow. Honestly, genuinely impressed. You've not gotten one wrong yet. Here's a trick. CBD.
Cannabinoid distribution system.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a trick. It's an acronym, but it's an acronym for one word. It's cannabidinol.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a compound that accompanies THC in cannabis. A lot of theories as to what it does in the body and brain. A lot of people say it has calming effects.
I know we have like cannabinoid receptors or whatever in our body.
Yeah, well, you have a whole endocannabinoid
Yeah.
system, and it's pretty complicated because weed, we think of weed as cannabis. There's a lot of cannabinoid shit that goes on in your body naturally. Cannabis just really interacts with it. MLM.
Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing. Absolutely, Bug. SMS.
Ooh.
You know when people say you send a text
message? Ooh. Sent my stuff.
Send my stuff. Do you want to take one more swing at it?
Send message system.
It's close. It's short message service.
Oh.
Final one. AIM. AIM.
I know instant message is the end.
You don't know what the A in AIM is?
Always.
You got the always instant message? No, Buck, you know it's not that. You know it's not that.
I mean, A can't stand for AOL.
Oh, but it does.
Is that also an acronym?
Yes, and guess what? For bonus points, tell me what AOL stands for.
I'm sure the O is online. I have no idea.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Come on, Bug. If O is online, what could A be?
Alternate?
Really? Wait.
Automatic?
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Always?
It's America Online.
Oh, really?
You remember the commercials?
No.
America Online.
What's the L?
Line?
Oh, they just didn't think O was enough?
America Online.
Yeah, okay.
Online comes from being on telephone lines, like on the lines.
So they're using
that are
it
running.
as two words.
It was two
I
words.
know, but I mean, I wasn't going to guess it being two words.
Unless I'm mistaken, online became one word after the advent
I mean,
of the internet.
that makes complete sense. I believe you.
Because it was indeed America Online. America Online Instant Messenger. Yes, so that is our very small internet quiz, our acronym yoga. And today, Bug, you did exceedingly well. You did exceptionally well.
Thank you. This is my best day yet.
We did 9 of them, and you got 7 right.
Wow. I'm getting better at it.
Acronym yoga. Yeah, getting a little stretched out, getting a little loosened up, a little goobly. We'll do some more acronym yoga tomorrow, maybe next week.
Yeah.
If you have acronyms that you want to submit, go ahead and DM them to me. Or stick them in my notebook. Bug, just don't look at my notebook, or we'll figure it out. Put them in spoiler tags.
Yeah, just put them in spoiler tags.
Notebook. If you have any acronyms that you want us to do, because I know Emily said that she works in the government and encounters a lot of really bizarre, or it works for the government sometimes and encounters a lot of really bizarro acronyms. The government loves acronyms.
Yeah, we should tap some of our other friends that work in those spaces, like Ari and Max would probably both have some good ones.
I thought about making a game for similar to acronym yoga, but about bills and legislation, because I don't know if you've known that, like, the Patriot Act, it stands for like protecting Americans with against reasonable terrorism, blah, blah, blah.
I think if you do that to me, my brain will explode.
Those are all backronyms.
They're all crazy.
The Screen Act, the CHIPS Act, So much of that. They're all terrible, horrible, annoying backronyms.
They're so bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that could be fun. And it could be like, what is this bill? Is it in effect? But we'll see. I don't know. It might be a little boring.
Emily said some of them I can't tell you about, but I once heard of a project called OSNAP.
OSSNAP. Online services saving nobody a penny. It's an ad tech thing.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know.
You sounded very convincing.
I like making up acronyms. I have a weird skill, Bug, that if you give me something, I can give you the acronym for it very quickly.
I have a very special set of skills.
IHAVSSOS.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There he goes.
I'm good at picking the first letter out of a bunch of words really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't come in handy very often.
Look at him go.
I don't know why.
I love it. Maybe that's just how you think of words, as you engage with the first letter of them as like an anchor.
Maybe I should have worked in government, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Ed Queen says, well done, Bug.
Thank you.
Lightbulb says, woo. Bug
Hell
Franklin
yeah.
says, I love how proud he got a Bug at VHS. Yeah, you fucking crushed it, dude. That was awesome. And that was one that like I didn't know, and I would never have said a home video home system.
That sounds like I fucking made it. I'm like, video home system.
I would have thought like video head streaming for something like more technical. Yeah, it's video home system.
Virtual home stenography, whatever it takes.
Very hot sausage.
Very, very hot sausage. So I don't know what we want to do with the rest of the show, but I did want to bring up that we do have a film buffering from Matt Bliss.
Ooh, is it time?
I think it might be time.
Do 2 games. Let's do it back to back.
Presumably, Moss has lived a pretty full life, but movies really didn't make their way into that equation. This is film buffering.
All right, kids. Welcome to Film Buffering. This is the game where we acknowledge that Moss has not seen, nor does he really know movies. But he's going to still try his best to guess. Today's Film Buffering comes to us from Matt Bliss, and as usual, we have 6 clues.
Watch it be cats and dogs, says
That'd
Emily.
be so fucking crazy.
All right, Bug. 6 clues on the board. I'll make 6 little marks on the desk in front of me. I could get 6 points if I got it on this first guess. If I get it on the next one, I get 5, and so on.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Our protagonist goes undercover in LA and begins their criminal infiltration with a 2-week-long tuna fish sandwich obsession.
I know this. Oh, why do I know this? Oh, I'm seeing flashes in my head. It's rainy. It's dark. This is a noir flick. This is a noir style flick. I think this is definitely a noir style flick. I feel like it's in there. I don't have it off of that.
Okay.
I don't have it off the one. Is it Disney's Fantasia, says Coyote?
It is not.
Okay.
Good guess.
Could have locked that in early because we could have got 6 points. All right, Bug. Next clue.
Clue number 2. Vigilantism in the victims. Vigilantism is the victim. Wait. Vigilantism in the victims is a major concern. The FBI forces the protagonist to find their new obsession: video cassette recorders and wrenches.
What? Wait, is this the Mario movie?
No.
No? You sure? Like the live-action gritty Mario movie?
Am I sure?
Yeah, that is your favorite movie. Of course you're sure.
Well, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. That one would be good. I think that one would get me. I do like that movie.
Maybe I should put together some film bufferings.
Maybe you should. Do it, coward.
I don't know, Bubs. Anyone got this in chat? I don't.
Yeah.
4 points left on the board.
Sound off in chat if you have it, but don't tell us what it is. Clue number 3. Next. A competition is struck between characters, main and side, in which the outcome is decided by a combustible emission and a begrudging approval by the criminal kingpin of this ragtag team of street toughs. Our protagonist loses as much as they gain. It's very poetic, Matt.
Sorry, the cats are fighting, so I'm using the air cannon to try and
Yeah, we have to
encourage him
do
away.
this.
Get out of here. He doesn't even care. Okay. This is animated. I'm thinking this is animated. Do I know this, Bug?
I don't know. You might know this. I have never seen it.
I'm really, 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 really thinking. I don't know. I'm gonna need another clue. There's
Okay.
only 3 points left. This is really tasty. My brain is deliciously chewing upon this. There's memories tingling in the back of my cerebellum.
All right, everybody. Clue number 4. Listen close and try to guess. Try to think. Family. Dark deeds. A pile of scrap metal and a barbecue lay the foundation of our protagonist's successful infiltration. All of a sudden, they aren't sure where their allegiances lie.
A barbecue? This is so cryptic. This one is tricky. Does anyone else have any clue? Is this Matt Bliss made this one, right? So is this going to be some weird, really niche Australian flick?
No.
Or is it like an Aussie knockoff of like a famous film?
No.
No? Okay. Am I anywhere close with like feeling noir? Cody Astronaut says, I think I've got it.
I think you should abandon noir.
Okay. Is this Inspector Gadget? That's not what happens in Inspector Gadget.
Da, da, da.
Phew. Okay, Bug. 2 points left. I don't think I'm going to get today.
Clue number 5. A dalliance in the desert kicks off the penultimate clash between characters and turbocharges us toward the finale, in which our protagonist attempts to become the hero of our tale.
I'm really hung up on barbecue from the last clue. That feels like an important detail. You wouldn't just say barbecue for no reason. But
You wouldn't just say barbecue.
You wouldn't just say barbecue. You wouldn't download a car. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Like Bug Fan Club said, I do not have a single idea. Bug Fan Club says, I want to say Goofy movie, but I have no evidence to back that up. Can I say a Goofy movie?
It's not right, but it's a good guess.
Okay.
You want the last clue?
Yeah, last clue. Let's see if it happens.
Clue number 6. A locomotive incident is narrowly avoided after death and destruction plague LA, whereby a life lived in 10-second increments is found to be wanting, and our protagonist prepares to head to Miami.
Whereas a life lived in 10-second increments is found to be wanting. What in the fucking Victorian-ass speech-ass clue is that? What, did FDR write this?
I don't know what to tell you.
7 years ago.
Famous FDR speech.
Our protagonist.
Famous FDR
I don't
speech.
fucking know, man. Is it 5 Goes West?
No.
I did steal that from what Lightbulb just said. Is this that one American Mouse movie? Matt says, just know I'm trying to be quiet, but fear I made it too cryptic. Kylie Astronaut says, is it the Fast and the Furious?
It is. It's the Fast and the Furious.
Oh, I've never seen that. I had no chance of guessing that in a million years. Oh, the only way I would have guessed that is if you were like, they drive cars fast and they're angry. That would be the only way.
So I thought it might be possible for you to guess simply because Matt, while it was cryptic, you did seed a lot of car imagery.
No way he didn't. He said barbecue.
Excuse me?
Tell me anytime you mention a car.
Okay, so we have locomotive incident. We have turbocharges us toward the finale.
Okay, that one I'll give you. Locomotive incident is a train problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sticking with it.
Okay. Okay.
Turbocharged though, good. Any more?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's all I got.
Farts, man.
No.
Oh, that's
combustible emission.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Matt, you put a lot of good stuff in here.
No, the clues were great.
The applause is for Matt and the disappointment sounds are for me.
Feel free to send in film bufferings. At this point, if it's something that I think is well known enough, even if I don't think Moss has seen it, we'll still definitely play it.
Oh, yeah.
And the problem is there's no third party who can verify. If there was some way that someone could know if one of us has seen it, like if they could switch us off, but there's like no way.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, we'd have to figure that out. We need like a neutral third party film buffering person who can somehow sneakily ask us questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea how we would make that work. But if you do have film buffering ideas or suggestions, I would suggest sending them to Bug because I imagine that would make more sense. Because you're good at running this game.
Thank you.
And you've seen more things than I. So if it's sent to you, it's probably a safer bet. I don't know.
It probably, I will say, like, I think it would be really funny for you to do one for me, but it probably is a safer bet because I think I have a very good idea of what you may be aware of.
Yeah. You have a sense for the movies I have not seen. Thank you, Matt, for sending that in. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think it was great. It was a success. Someone got it, which is amazing.
Coyote Astronaut is the winner of today's film buffering.
Yes.
Congratulations to Coyote Astronaut, Literal Stranger, King of Snails, Scavenger Extraordinaire, Artiste, Master Craftsman, and Film Guesser. Coyote Astronaut. Amazing. As says she thought of a good film buffering. So
send it on.
Send that to us.
And you can either just propose a movie that you think is a good idea, or you can write the clues. Whatever you feel up to, you can just DM me.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, what a fun time. Hey, Bug, I want to share with you a little story that was sent in to our Discord from Jordan. So, we'll just go ahead and we'll just pop this up.
Will this stick around and turn into a whole thing? Or will Bug and Moss forget it immediately? This is a generic segment.
Jordan sent in this Reddit post that he submitted to Reddit a while back, where he says, does anybody remember the early 2000s Chipotle burrito wrapping fear? Here is the Reddit post. Early 2000s Chipotle burrito rolling fear. This is posted in the r/millennials subreddit by user Ratboat Party. A neighboring town got the first Chipotle in our neck of the woods around 2002. I remember the sizes of the burritos were unbelievably large, easily the size of a medium bird of prey, maybe even close to 3 pounds, and you could feel the panic of whoever was making your burrito. The fear and uncertainty of if they're even going to be able to successfully roll up your burrito was palpable. There were even a few times where they had to hand a burrito over to another employee to finish the job because they'd used close to a metric ton of rice and or beans. My wife and I just got Chipotle for the first time in close to 15 years last night, and I just want to applaud Chipotle's burrito stuffing and rolling training program, or as I'm assuming they call it, the BSRTP. The ingredients were managed and portioned. Both of our burritos closed. They didn't fall apart when we were eating them. And one of the employees even did a pro Chipotle trick and pressed the rice into a disc shape on the tortilla. Well done, Chipotle BSRTP. There's much less burrito rolling based fear nowadays.
This is incredible. This is also incredible because we recently got a Chipotle in Winchester. This person got their Chipotle win in 2002. Welcome. The year's 2026. Winchester got its Chipotle this year, or last year, I don't remember. And we went pretty soon after it opened, which is normally a thing we would never do. But Bridget, our friends Bridget and Clark really wanted to go. And it was a nightmare. There were so many people there because we are so desperate for restaurants here. And I feel the burrito rolling fear. The employees were struggling. It was rough to watch. They had not been appropriately trained. They were overwhelmed.
We got our Chipotle in Kween, I think in 2010, 2011. And I never went there. The first time I went to Chipotle, it was when I moved to Kentucky. Mm-hmm. I've never been to Chipotle before then because I don't like restaurants where you pick all the ingredients.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. It triggers every part of my social anxiety brain in a really weird way.
I
struggle also with knowing what the hell I want on it. I much prefer when I go out to eat. I'm so bad at making decisions that I want to have a menu with like 3 options, and I'm so happy. Like mall food court.
Yeah.
Not the food, but the way they do the menus where there's like, pick one of 4 things. We got fucking 4 things, pick one of them. I like that. Whereas like Chipotle, they're like, how much guacamole, rice, like what do you want of all of this massive array of ingredients? And I'm not good at making burritos. I don't know, man. What's good?
I do think it's weird that Chipotle doesn't have like 3 pre-made options. Like you could just order one of those 3 things, like a veggie one, like basic ones. I had never thought about it because I love having choices at a restaurant. I love that they're just like, it's not even annoying when you do this here. And I'm like, oh, thank God, because I'm going to do it.
My life hack for surviving these restaurants is having you as my wonderful wife because I can be like, Bug, will you tell me what I should order?
And this might sound like heteronormative and cringe, but the truth is I'm really good at ordering food for other people. That's the way that it is. I'm very good at it. I'd do it for any of you. And sometimes, for some reason, he insists on ordering his own food and he always hates it.
Yeah, I always fuck it up, dude.
hates it.
I always fuck it up. I really do.
And I'll be like, are you sure you want to get that? And I'm not trying to be condescending, but like, he's not going to like it. And then he gets it and it sucks.
Yeah, it's like,
You
it's
just like
comical.
panic. You like freak out.
Yeah, I do. Because I want to make the person behind the counter happy or something. I don't fucking know. I'm like, I don't know. What would make you like me the most as your favorite customer? What? You tell me what to eat. Oh, the ground? Cool. You're just rubbing my tortilla on the ground? Yeah, that's great. That's all I need.
It's my favorite thing is I have a question for everybody, which is how do you approach drive-through? I love, because I didn't drive until I was like almost 30, I've encountered like ordering drive-through in a lot of other people's cars. And I love encountering the way that people do drive-through and the different anxieties they have around drive-through. Because I'm like pretty not worried about it. I don't have like, if it's a weird interaction, no big deal. I used to work drive-through. They don't care. They've had worse today.
I loved working a drive-thru.
I did too. It was awesome. I would do it again. But Mason does this thing where like you
get put on blast right now.
you respond in the most unexpected and difficult to parse way to this speaker they can barely hear you through. You're the kind of person where they're like, oh, what can I get for you? And you're like, what do you like here? Like, it's fucking insane.
I'm just trying to be friendly. And every time you call me out for it, I don't even realize I'm doing it.
It's awesome. I love it.
I'm just having a conversation. I'm just chatting. I don't realize, I don't think that I speak funny until sometimes I catch myself saying the most fucked up, weird, sideways sentences.
My favorite thing that he does is any restaurant, doesn't matter how fancy, imagine a McDonald's, and they're like, what can I get for you? And he's thinking and he's looking at the menu like this, and he's like, I'm tempted. I'm tempted by the McChicken.
Stop. I've never said that. Oh my gosh. A lot of really funny stuff has also happened in chat, but our timer is ticking down. 60 watts light bulb says that they don't like Chipotle because they feel like they're being judged for not wanting any of the fancy stuff. But I want to say I'm with you.
Yeah, get what you want.
Get what you want. Plain burrito or otherwise. Thank you for spending your morning with us. It's 8:03 on August 6, 2026. This is the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. You are our favorite freaks and critters, and I hope you have a wonderful, extremely awesome Thursday. Almost said Wednesday. Keep an eye out in the Discord. I might be doing more Fallout streaming today if I can, and try and fix some of the problems and have some more fun. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.
Wahoo!
I need to move the buttons on the soundboard around because the Yoshi buttons and the applause buttons are all the way at the bottom of the page. And so I'm always clicking the button that says that this is Bug and Moss and then scrolling frantically to try and get it in time. And I made this soundboard. I can move them.
You can move them.
I can move them.